Hello everyone, my name is Julie and I'm very excited for today's video. I'm here with my TBR cart, I'm here with my cat, and we are going to be choosing our November TBR with, I'm not prepared, it's in the back of the cart, the TBR jar. If you've never seen one of these videos before, we choose prompts from the jar and we choose books off the TBR, so we kind of get a bit of a more diverse selection than if I was just kind of mood reading. I love these types of videos because obviously all these books are here because at one point or another I was interested in reading them, but when going to pick up a new book, I don't know, I feel like I just don't gravitate towards them for one reason or another. This forces me to select books that I might have been putting off. The TBR cart is very full. There's even some more books on the back, but those are a little bit less of a priority. So this is going to be part one of the video. I'm going to choose 5 prompts, and that will be a pretty good foundation for my November TBR. Part 2 of this video, I'm actually going to look at all the books I selected and then go to the library so I can kind of fill in any gaps I feel like my TBR for the month has. In October, I read a shit ton of horror, and I feel like I kind of overdid it. And now I'm looking for a little bit of a different genre for this month. Maybe some fantasy, some thriller, some general and historical fiction. So let's see what we get. Usually this is where I put the books that I've selected, but instead we have Dipper with us here today, and I think that's a fine trade-off. So number 1, we have a young adult book. All right. I feel like oh, Dipper, where are we going? Sad, he's gone. I feel like I'm slightly aging out of young adult books at the ripe age of 26, but I have a couple on here. I also have on the back a bunch of like old dystopian YA books that I've either read and I want to reread, or continuing series, or a lot of starts of series. I know Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert is young adult. On the front of the cart, that might be the only young adult book I have, just because again, I feel like I'm kind of past that age. But let me peek on the back. I found a copy of Twilight at a little free library, and as someone who's never read it, I was like, listen, I might have to read Twilight. I also have Legendary on the back, which is book 2 of the Caraval series. I'm not sure if I'm interested in continuing that series because I really didn't like the first one, but my sister read it and so she has all 3 books, so I just have it in case I want to. I really enjoyed her Brown Sisters series. I'm not sure if I would care for her young adult rating. I'm gonna choose from one of these 3 options. We have Twilight, which I feel like everyone's kind of either rereading or reading for the first time around this time of year, so it might be fun to join along with that. We have Legendary, and a bit of a tone shift, but a nice little fluffy romance. Call me crazy, y'all, but I think I'm gonna choose Twilight. This needs no explanation. Vampires versus werewolves. If you haven't read the books, you've likely seen the movies, and they're all kind of funny. And now I'm gonna go into our second pick of the TBR jar. Let's see what we get. Something that's been on my TBR for ages. Okay. Some of them look really old, but that's just because they're like borrowed from either like my dad or my sister. We have Golden Sun. I read the first Red Rising book quite a while ago now, so I really should get into the second one. These 2 right here, Cut and Run and These Nameless Things, I think these are mysteries, and I got them for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I'm gonna go for one of these mystery books. We have Cut and Run by Mary Burton, which I've read, I think, one of her books before and I've enjoyed it. And I have These Nameless Things by Sean Smucker. So I'm just going to really quick read the backs and figure out which one I'm more interested in. I think I'm going to go with this one. It's like a mystery FBI agent type of book. So I'm going to add this to our very diverse and interesting TBR thus far. Let's choose a 3rd prompt. Okay. The color of my shirt. All right, so I'm kind of wearing like a brownish, orangish shirt. It's actually my sister's, don't tell her. This one is kind of close. We have the second book in the Outlander series. I think it's a little too orange though. And I'm not just saying that because this is about 800 pages. Oh no, 700, either way. This one is kind of a similar vibe. Wild Dark Shore, like we have these kind of brown tones here. I think that matches quite well actually. The same could be kind of said with the It Girl, although it's a little too gold, I think. Over here, we have The Witch of Colchis? I don't actually know how to say this. This is kind of similar, but I don't think it's as close as Wild Dark Shore, though. Elantris, this seems kind of similar. Well, really only this side. World War Z, same kind of thing. A little too orange, perhaps. I think the one that matches the closest is going to have to be Wild Dark Shore. And it takes place, well, no, not in Antarctica, but near Antarctica. And fun little fact about me is that I was supposed to study abroad in Antarctica in 2020, and it got canceled, not because of COVID, but because the travel industry that they booked through literally fucking went bankrupt. That's a fun fact about me. I still want to get to Antarctica at some point, but I think we can live out my dreams by reading a book that takes place near Antarctica for now. Okay, we're gonna make 2 more picks. So this will be choice number 4. Oh, okay, one went flying, but that's fine. Flowers on the cover. So right off the bat, I see Things We Never Got Over has flowers. So again, let's start the excavation to get to these books. I know my TBR cart is packed right now. So this is definitely an option. Another option, Forget Me Not, yep, has flowers. And I've heard really good things about Julie Soto's writing, and also her name's Julie too, so that's kind of fun. There's a lot of shrubbery on this cover. I don't know so much flowers though, so we'll put her back. Also just like trees. That's fine. I think these are 2 good options. I just have to decide which I'm more interested in. This seems like it's about a wedding planner who doesn't believe in marriage. He literally has flower tattoos, so that's a good match for this prompt. But this one is really popular. I don't know. Put in the comments which one do you think I should read, even though I'll have already made my choice by then. I think I'm gonna go with this one, Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. Just because, I don't know, it's been on my TBR for such a long time. I think I got it from a little free library at one point, so I feel like if I don't like it, I can kind of release it back to the world since I've been holding it hostage a bit. So we'll add that to our solid looking TBR, and we'll choose one more before we then take our trip to the library to complete things out. We'll put that one back. Actually, I think these can fit here now. That's good. Look at that. Making progress. That's great. That's exactly what we're trying to do. We'll choose our last prompt. Okay, let's see what we got. A book that I bought used. That's actually going to be a lot of them, which is good. I'm going to have a lot of good options. Like the Stephen King, Billy Summers I bought used. The It Girl by Ruth Ware I bought used. Little Woman. Both of these Frederick Bachman books I bought used. As with this Talia Hibbert and Forget Me Not I bought used. Okay, basically I bought a bunch of these used. Night Circus. Player Piano. I don't know, I'm a little indecisive. What do we have so far? We have like a YA fantasy. We have a mystery book. I think this is fiction, like a general fiction, and a romance. So what do I feel like I'm missing? Maybe like something a bit more fantasy forward. The Night Circus. I feel like this would be a good time of year to read this as well. I think I'm going to choose this one, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And we'll add that to our really solid stack. I feel like I have a very good variety here, like some fantasy, romance, general fiction, mystery. It's definitely like, I feel like the kind of break I needed from horror that I got. So these are the books I selected for my November TBR off of my TBR cart. Now I'm going to take a quick little trip to the library and get a couple more books to add to my November TBR, and then I'll let you know what I picked up. Alright, I have just returned from the library. I chose out 3 books. First of all, I have Strong Female Character, which is a memoir about a woman diagnosed with autism 20 years after she told the doctors she had autism. And then I picked up Yellow Wife, which is supposed to be a devastatingly sad historical fiction. And then finally, we have Kingdom of the Wicked. This is the first book in a YA fantasy trilogy. As I near the end of October, I've just been really kind of jonesing for some fantasy. Here is my November TBR. Is it ambitious? Yes, it's ambitious. Do I also have more books to add to my TBR because I have NetGalley arcs to get to? Yes, that too is true. I don't know why I do this to myself. There's just so many books in the world that I want to get to, and so I try to read as many as I possibly can. Starting with these. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scout, and goodbye!